Getting ready for the camping weekend at Pocono. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. We got our dog spayed earlier this week, and yeah, she's got the cone of shame. But is the cone cramping her style? Is my puppy Puka still the rock star of the dog park? Find out as we spend 1 minute in a puppy's head.
Now it's time for 1 minute in a puppy's head on Rock 107.
Oh no, what is this thing? It's like a giant plastic hat, but it's not fun at all. Scratch. Ow, can't reach my tummy. Why is it so itchy? Did the vet do this? I bet it was the vet. That place smelled of cold tables and they had weird hands. Okay, shake it off. Shake. Ugh, this cone wobbles and bonks the wall. What? The human's laughing? Not funny, human. I'm a good girl. Why am I trapped in a lampshade? Sniff. Ooh, is that food? Where? Can't see it. Cone's in the way. Maybe if I run fast, it'll fall off. Oh no, stuck in the doorway. Still itchy. Maybe if I lick the cone? Blah, tastes like sadness. Well, guess I have this cone forever. Great, how am I gonna lick my junk now?
That was 1 minute in a puppy's head on Rock 107.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
It's the first day of summer. Some people not only don't like summer, they think it's cruel. These people are called Bananarama. Another SpaceX Starship exploded on the launch pad, but it's like they say, you have to break a dozen $100 million eggs to make an omelet. The Los Angeles Lakers have been sold for a record $10 billion. Good news for the new owner of the Lakers is they will have James on the court for at least 10 more years. The bad news? It'll be Bronny James.
It's 60 Minutes meets Gone in 60 Seconds. Tune in Monday for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Good morning. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107, and I think it's important for all of us to understand each other a little bit better. We can make steps towards doing that if we spend a little time in each other's heads.
And now it's time for another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
It looks like we can eat outside at a restaurant. Great. I love eating on the deck at places. I love the fresh air. I love the warmth of the sun. So much better than freezing my butt off because they got the AC cranked to Antarctica inside the place. Oh, and I love the beach vibe that most of these places create. It beats the hell out of fold-up trays in front of the TV.
And that was another episode of 1 Minute Inside a Woman's Head.
So if you hear that and you think, what the heck is up with Prospector? Why is he ripping on the women? Hey, good morning. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. And just before the commercials, we did something wonderful. We spent a minute in a woman's head, but now it's time for a man's head. But in a man's attention span, it's so much shorter.
And now it's time for another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
She wants to eat on the deck. Great, let's see how many flies can defecate on my burger. Maybe a bird will steal my french fries. Or better yet, take a giant white dump on my head. I hate eating outside. We invented shelter for a reason. Get a sweater and deal with the AC.
And that was another episode of A Few Seconds Inside a Man's Head.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Workers at the Pittsburgh airport helped track down a diamond that fell off of a woman's engagement ring on Friday the 13th. It happened when her hand got pinched between her suitcase and the baggage carousel. The fact that it happened on Friday the 13th was fitting, though. She and her husband have been married for 34 years, but got engaged on Friday the 13th and also married on Friday the 13th.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
It's time for a little fun on the phones. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. And a few weeks ago, I called an airline reservation line, and I kept mumbling my confirmation number. Well, I thought it was time to bring Mumblemouth back. This time, we're calling an auto parts store for a taillight assembly, part number... It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
This is Gil speaking.
Yeah, hi, Gil. This is Rick. I need to get you guys a part for a taillight assembly. Do you guys...
I'm sorry. What was that?
Yeah, I need to see if you have a taillight assembly for my 2013 Bahambada. Do you guys carry that?
I'm sorry, sir. You were like cutting out for a second. I didn't catch that.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 2013. I need to get a taillight assembly for my 2013.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't quite get it. Can you just give me the make and the model of the car?
Yeah, it's a 2013. It's an Audi.
Oh, okay. Look, here's what we'll do. I'll just read off some models, and you tell me which one you have.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
I have a Audi TT, Audi A4, Audi A6, A7. Any of these models?
Yeah, you got it. Do you guys have the taillight assembly for that?
Yes, but for which model?
The one that you just read.
Okay, I just read like 6 models. Do you know which one they were?
Oh, gosh. Could you go over it again? I'm sorry, man.
I got the TT, the A4, A6, A7.
Oh, okay.
TT.
How about this? Let's just make it simple. I have the part number. Would that help?
Oh, yeah, that'd be fine.
All right, great. You ready?
Yes.
It's SEM. 24
Okay, look,
43.
Here we are again. Look, I'm having a hard time hearing you. I don't know if the phone's cutting out or something, but I'm not getting it.
All right, let me just repeat the number. SEM, You got that, right?
Yeah.
24
Right.
454 dash 8721 blah, 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 blah.
See, it's not. It's happening again.
I'm sorry. What's happening?
I don't know if your phone's cutting out, a bad signal, or what.
So how much did you get? Read me what you got.
You know what, sir? Maybe if you could just bring the part down here and we can.
See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to find out. If you guys have the part or not. I don't want to come down there. That's why I'm trying to read you the number.
I'm trying to help you out. If you I'm having trouble on the phone speaking with you.
Okay. Well, I couldn't be saying it more clearly.
I understand.
SEM 2154 blah.
It's not working. It's not happening. I think it's best if you just bring the part down here and we can settle this.
Okay. All right. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Okay. Like, what if I get down there and you don't have the part?
See, something's wrong. I don't know if it's the phone line or what. If you're not speaking clearly.
Well, I'm speaking correct. I am. I'm speaking correctly. I know from my end I can hear it fine. So I don't know.
Look, you don't have to yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. All right.
You don't have to raise your voice, sir. I'm here to help you.
Well, you certainly can hear, but
see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're mumbling.
What?
I don't know something. Is this a joke?
You know what? It kind of is. It's a prank call. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can hear that fine. Who is this?
It's Prospector. It's a Prospector prank call. It's not real.
Man, I'm over here thinking somebody trying to get a part, and I'm just totally confused. Like,
is that you know?
Yeah, in the beginning, I thought you were mumbling, and then I don't know if the phone was messed up or what. That was a good one. That was a good one, man. That was good.
Yeah, good morning. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107, and it is time for a visit from the epitome of masculinity, at least in his own mind, Mr. Manley on Rock 107.
Hey, Mr. Manley here with lesson number 653 in How to Be Manly. I always look forward to the NASCAR race at Pocono, and as luck would have it, I got to attend for free. My office called me and said, we have some new products especially for the race. We've already rented a vendor spot and are counting on you to show off our new line so we can come out first in our finish line. They then told me the new line is a combination of panty and brassiere with 4 choices that will read, gentlemen, start your engines, pit stop, top it off, and for the undecided, a yellow panty and bra set that reads, caution. Thrilled to get the assignment, I was off to set up my stand. Being only Monday, I knew I had plenty of time. While I was getting my area ready, another vendor was setting up next to me. And let's just say she would look good in the wardrobe I had on display. Oddly enough, she was selling men's undergarments that included matching T-shirts and briefs, with one combination reading, show me your pond and I'll give you something long. The others, I can't even mention. But I did buy a set of the long pond arrangement. When purchasing, she said, I'm Jesse, and I guess we're in the same line of work, except I like dealing with men and you like dealing with women. I said, let's help each other out. We can promote each other's products since we're both selling similar items. She said, great idea, and this should help us both come out on top. I thought, well, wouldn't that be something different for me, with 2 of us coming out on top? We worked and sold big numbers Tuesday and Wednesday, and by day's end Thursday, we both exceeded our goals the companies had set. Jesse said, let's celebrate our victory tonight by eating here at Long Pond. I'm in the mood for some comfort food, like a sausage hoagie with peppers and sauce, baked potato with bacon bits and sour cream, and for dessert, a banana split. Well, I knew I could satisfy Jesse's comfort food desires and do so in a manly manner. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, follow along in your manly manual, page number 653, and repeat after me. Number 1, sausage hoagie. Wrap a bun around this. It's got 2 peppers and comes with sauce. Number 2, hey, Check out this Buddy Buddy. Comes with its own bits and sour cream. Number 3. Hey, Jesse, you call that dessert? Show me your split, and I'll provide the banana. Shortly after, as Jesse grabs you by your not-so-hot sausage and throws hot peppers all over you, and you want to make like a banana and split, you'll realize just what kind of man you really are. Until next time, this is Mr. Manly saying, be manly, and good day.
Ever get that itch to do something for yourself? Save a few bucks? Feel like a hero around the house? It's Prospector Show on Rock 107, and yeah, that's where I went wrong. I decided to trim my hedges. Me, Prospector, with trimmers. What could go wrong? So I'm out there feeling like the king of suburbia. I got my trimmers, the big old electric ones. They're buzzing like a swarm of angry bees. Now, usually my long guy John will handle this, and John's a pro. He's got the skills, the tools, and the sense. But I thought, I got trimmers. I can do this. I get to work on bush number 1. Now I'm looking good. Bush number 2. I'm a natural. Bush 3. I'm basically Edward Scissorhand minus the weird hair. Bush 4. Zap. Sparks fly. Trimmer stops. And I'm staring at my power cord, which is now in 2 pieces. Because, I cut right through it. I'm standing there like, who put that cord there? Oh, right, that was me. So I grabbed the backup cord from the garage, pull it all apart, plug it in. I'm back in business. So I'm thinking, okay, Prospector, focus. No more cord chopping nonsense. Do this right. I'm trimming away, feeling like I've redeemed myself, and then, I cut my finger. Blood's pouring out of me like I'm in a Quentin Tarantino movie. I'm yelling. I'm thinking I'm going to die. I'm bleeding out in my front yard. I got my finger in my mouth for a second, then I realized there's too much blood for that, so now it's wrapped in my shirt, stumbling towards the house, leaving a trail of blood like some kind of low-budget crime scene. I get in the house, calm down, rinse it off, bracing myself, thinking, well, this is it. I'm going to see bone. It's hurting. It's throbbing. I'm going to need stitches, maybe a plastic surgeon, maybe a new finger. And I finally look. It's a teeny tiny cut. No stitches, no hospital, just me feeling like the world's biggest doofus. I got my finger wrapped in a Band-Aid a couple of minutes later, staring at my trimmers like, well, you've betrayed me. And you know what? Those hedges, they're still half trimmed. Yeah, looking like they got a bad haircut from a discount barber. My neighbor's walking by giving me that look like Prospector. Dude, stick to radio, pal. The moral of the story? Leave the trimming to the pros. I learned 3 things. Hedges hate me, power cords are sneaky, and my finger bleeds like when they cut off the guy's arm in that Monty Python movie.
The following rant may cause you to pull your hair out, scream at the radio, punch the dashboard. Complaints should be addressed to loudmouthyambag at rock107.com.
Hey, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and here's what's got me jacked. How about a freaking jazz duo blasting my eardrums to Kingdom Come in a restaurant? I just want a quiet Thursday night dinner, maybe a chance to talk to my wife and my friends without screaming like I'm in front row of a demolition derby, but boom! These 2 cats are wailing on the sax and the guitar so loud my mashed potatoes are doing the Charleston right off the damn plate. Now, I didn't walk into this joint for a side of John Coltrane on crack with my burger. I'm there to chew my food, not to have my brain scrambled by some beret-wearing duo thinking they're the second coming of Thelonious Monk. You ever try holding a conversation when it sounds like a jazz club's exploding in your face? I'm over there yelling at my wife like I'm calling plays in a hurricane, trying to tell the waiter I need ketchup, but it's like I'm barking orders into a windstorm. By the time I get my point across, my fries are colder than a Northeast PA winter. And what's with the no warning? Not a single heads up, no sign at the door saying, jazz duo ahead, kiss your peace and quiet goodbye. Nothing. Just these 2 dudes blasting notes like they're trying to summon a tornado. It's a restaurant, not a speakeasy in a Scorsese flick, okay? The worst part, you ask the server, hey, you think they can lower the volume? They look at you like you just asked them to burn the place to the ground. Like I'm the bad guy for wanting to hear my own thoughts. I'm sorry. Is this dinner or a jazz festival? And don't tell me it's ambiance. Ambiance is a candle and maybe some soft acoustic guitar in the background. Not a guy in a clarinet auditioning for a horror movie. I'm trying to digest my food, not feeling like I'm trapped in a Ken Burns documentary gone rogue. You leave the place feeling like you just had a sonic assault. My head's pounding, my ears are ringing like I just spent 3 hours at a Metallica show, and I'm pretty sure I shouted so much trying to talk that I'm losing my voice. All I wanted was a freaking sandwich and some fries, not full-blown sensory overload. I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. Who's with me? I gotta go crazy, man.
Ever see the crazy guy screaming at the wall outside the Times building?
Where does this rage come from, my son?
Tweet us with hashtag I found Prospector, and we'll come and get him. Prospector, mornings on Rock 107.
Riding light to light on Mulberry Street this morning. Here's a look at the ride-in.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yam Bag of the Week, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
I don't know what it takes to have your Sam's Club membership revoked, but this ought to do it. A 70-year-old Florida man is facing charges for allegedly urinating on hundreds of cans of Spam at a Sam's Club near Orlando. His name is Patrick Mitchell. It happened May 30th, and he's pled not guilty in court this week. Cops say he was at the Sam's Club at Lady Lake, Florida, when he stopped to urinate on 2 pallets of canned goods, a pallet of Spam, and a big stack of Vienna sausages. After he zipped up, he wandered around the snack section for a while, then sat down on some patio furniture for about 10 minutes, then paid for everything in his cart and left. They ID'd him using info from his Sam's Club card and arrested him at his home in the Villages. He's facing charges for disorderly conduct and criminal mischief. The second one's a felony because he damaged over $1,000 worth of merchandise. The store had to throw out everything on the pallets, over 3,300 cans of Vienna sausage and 2,700 cans of Spam. They said the combined value was $10,585.
Nominee number 2.
Maybe she thought multi-use path meant multi-use for her SUV too. In Palm Coast, Florida, a 65-year-old woman, Julie Kaldoff, was arrested after allegedly driving her SUV onto a bike path to chase a 14-year-old boy riding an e-bike. The county sheriff office reported that a 911 caller intervened, blocking Kaltoff's vehicle at an intersection and allowing the teen to escape. Video evidence captured the pursuit, showing the SUV closely following the boy. She admitted to deputies she was upset the teen was riding too fast and wanted to speak with his parents. The teen said she yelled at him and nearly struck him. She was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill, reckless driving, and received a traffic citation for driving on the path.
Nominee number 3.
Talk about a flush that backfired. 47-year-old Jeremy Allen Hartman was detained by security at Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh early Sunday morning for allegedly attempting to steal alcohol from a closed restaurant. While being escorted to a holding area, Hartman asked to use an employee restroom. Authorities say he then lit a commercial-grade firework and placed it in the toilet, causing an explosion that injured a casino worker in the same restroom. The employee was treated and released by medics on site. A search of Hartman's vehicle later revealed more fireworks. Unable to post a $25,000 bail, Hartman remains in Allegheny County Jail with a preliminary hearing scheduled for June 17th.
Nominee number 4.
Ever had a friend stab you in the back? How about in the front? A man in Salt Lake City was out having lunch with a friend on Saturday, and out of nowhere, the guy attacked him, put him in a chokehold, and tried to stab him with a wooden stake. The attacker was the 24-year-old Jose Perez, and the reason he did it makes us think he might have some mental health quirks. He pulled out the wooden stake, which had a nail in it, and told the guy he was going to stab him in the heart because he was a werewolf. The guy got away and wasn't hurt. Then Jose stole his backpack and ran off. It's not clear why he stole it, but maybe he went to look for some werewolf stuff in it. He still had the bag when cops caught up with him. They also found several rocks in his pocket, which he said were in case his werewolf buddy tried to kill him. He's facing charges for aggravated robbery.
And the winner is
the guy who attacked his friend and accused him of being a werewolf. You are the Yam Bag of the Week. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.